Bill and I'm glad you're here. Let's continue with step 7, putting the sliding ladybug robot together. Step 7 is attaching the legs to the body. So we take the 3 legs and we take 3 of the large screws and the screwdriver. When you look at each leg, it is L-shaped, and it has a loop on the long end and a loop on the short end. The loop on the long end is effectively the foot, and the loop on the short end is where we put the screw and attach it to the body. So we put the screw through that loop and then put the screwdriver into the screw, and holding the screwdriver with the palm of our hand and our smaller fingers, we can grab the foot with our thumb and forefinger, and that leaves our other hand free to take the body. And on the body you'll see there are 3 holes, 1 in the very front and 2 in the back. We want to get the motor wires out of the way here, but each of the holes has 2 tiny little posts next to it. And what we're going to do is put the screw into the hole. Let's just do it and you can watch. We put the screw into the hole and we tighten the screw about a turn or 2, and it leaves the leg loose. And while the leg is loose, we get it to rest right between those 2 tiny little posts in the plastic. And then with the leg held there, we tighten down the screw and make sure that the leg stays between those 2 posts. If you need to stop and put it back, go ahead and do that. And that way the leg is entirely secure. Now we're going to do the same thing for this second rear leg. We take the leg, we put the screw through it, we put the screwdriver into the screw. My thumb got stuck on the foot. And holding it, we put the screw into the plastic, get it started, put the leg in between those 2 little posts, tighten down the screw. There are the 2 rear legs. Now we're going to do the front one. Put the screw through the leg, the screwdriver into the screw. Oop. Hold the foot, put the screw into the hole, get the screw started, put the leg between those 2 tiny little posts, and then tighten the screw down, and there, the legs are attached to the body. So we check off step 7. Now, step 8 is attaching the switch to the body. The switch is already wired up. Let's take a look at the switch here. It has, on its back side here, there are 3 places for wires to attach to the switch, and on 2 of them there are wires attached, and on the 3rd one there's no wire. This is just a bare contact. The side of the switch with the bare contact is the off position of the switch, and we turn the body over and You can see the word on is written in the plastic here, and the word off is written in the plastic here. So we're going to take the switch and take the side that has that bare contact, which is the off side of the switch, and put the switch into place there so that the off side of the switch is close to the word off in the plastic. And then we take 2 of the medium screws and put one of them through. See, the switch has 2 holes and the plastic underneath has 2 holes. We put that screw through them on one side, and then with the screwdriver, we start that screw. Don't tighten it yet, just get it started. And then put the other screw in and get that one started. Now that both of the screws are started in the plastic, we tighten them both. It's a good idea to start all of the screws before you tighten any of the screws, and that way if anything is going to have a hard time getting aligned, everything is still loose so that that can take place before you tighten the screws. And now the switch is installed on the body. So we check off step number 8 and move on to step number 9, which is applying the stickers. Now for this, we go over to the top. We take the sticker sheet. There are 7 stickers. 5 of them are pretty much just circles, and there's one narrow line and one fairly complicated shape. And what I like to do is start with the circles, and that way we can get a feel for it. There are 2 large circles and 2 small circles, and you just take one of the stickers and put it into its place on the body. Here's the other large one back here. Then the 2 smaller circles. Now there's a large circle with a little tab poking out, and that goes in this place right in the middle of the body, and the tab goes up in this little corresponding place. So now we have to line up the body with the sticker to get that tab in place, and then the long straight line sticker goes in this long straight line place heading back toward the switch. And this one, because it's so thin, can be a little bit difficult to convince to let go of the sticker sheet. Sometimes you have to bend the sheet to get the end of it to come up. But once you have it loose, you just take it and put it in that line. Press it down into that spot. And now we have this last sticker here that's, well, I don't know what you would call this shape, a complicated shape. And it goes right up here in the front of the body. And try to lay it in without pressing it down so that all of the little complications can find their places. And I use the screwdriver to kind of reach in between those very small places and get it pressed down and stuck on. And now the stickers are applied to the body, and we can discard the sticker sheet and check off step 9 and move on to step 10, which is to attach the eyes to these two posts up in the front. And for that, we need 2 large screws, and we need the 2 round circles that are the eyes. You take one of the screws, put it through the hole in the middle of the eye, and then put the screwdriver in there and put the screw down into that hole. And it's okay to go ahead and put this screw all the way in before you do the second eye, because this each eye is its own separate piece. There won't be any alignment issues. So if you tighten the screw, back it off maybe a half a turn so that the eye can wiggle, because that's part of the fun when we turn this thing on and it's chugging around, vibrating. The eyes wiggle and move around. So here we put in the second screw, tighten it up, back it off about a half, and now the eyes are in place. Step 10 is complete, and in our next video we will pick up with step 11. AstuteKidDotCom